Hey G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It's time for another G.I. Joe toy review. Today we'll be looking at the Tiger Force Tiger Cat. It was first released boxed in 1988 as a part of the Tiger Force sub-team. It came with a driver, Frostbite version 2, also known as Tiger Force Frostbite. The Tiger Cat remained on the shelves until 1990 when it was discontinued domestically. The original retail price was $7.99. It did make several media appearances throughout the years, from trading cards, comics, to commercials. There are no known variations of the Tiger Cat. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Tiger Cat. And here it is, the Tiger Force Tiger Cat with Frostbite. Let's go ahead and take a look at the vehicle. I'll set Frostbite and the file card aside here for the moment. So I will get into that part here in a minute. This is a really cool vehicle. I love it quite a lot. I've been chasing this down for some time and finally found it at a reasonable price. So, this vehicle looks just like the Snowcat, because it is the Snowcat. As we know, that Tiger Force took G.I. Joe and captured Cobra vehicles and slapped tiger paint on them. So, we have some pretty cool decaling going on here, outside of the orange and or yellow and black paint. We have a nice little tiger eye there. Tiger teeth wrapping all around the front, which is reminiscent back to World War II when they put tiger teeth paint scheme on the front of their airplanes. The Tiger Force logo on the front. Right here are the ski torpedoes. These, I liked them as a kid. I thought these were pretty cool. Another play feature that I really enjoyed. The torpedo always reminded me of a shark, and still does to this day. It does separate fairly easy, so this is a part that you have to watch out for. These do often come missing. On the back, this would be known as a half track, meaning it's half of its track, half vehicle. These treads are very nicely sculpted. You can get in there and see that, and they have some inner workings in there. Treads are non-functioning. It does roll on these individual wheels. Front wheels are made of plastic. Very nicely sculpted though. There's some nice tread on there, yellow hubcap. On the back, we have some foot pegs. This whole back section does come off. Have a tow hook. On the other side, it is exactly the same. So some of the parts that are easily lost and broken: the ski torpedo, the windshield wiper, on the inside we have a tilt steering wheel, which is very often missing and easily lost. It just comes out. Very nice sculpting on the inside here. We have controls. I do apologize. There we go. Control panel here in the middle. Looks like it has a CB radio, has a gear shift. They even went down into the floor mats and textured those, which is pretty nice. On the front, we have these plastic headlights and also a plastic light here in the back. Another part that's easily broken. I bought it this way. That's why I got it so cheap. These tabs right here, as you can see, these break off pretty easily just from So I would advise you to be careful when purchasing this on the aftermarket. Make sure that this is working, that it's not broken at all. These missiles also are easily lost. They just slot right in there. This is a feature that I really didn't like for one reason, is when it's mounted on here, you can see the missiles from the bottom. I don't know why Hasbro didn't make this a solid missile box. It would have been a lot nicer. It would have been a little more aesthetically pleasing. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Frostbite here. It's Frostbite version 2. There are several variances that came out with Frostbite. Some have black eyes. Others has black hair and beard and eyebrows. All the ones I've seen on the aftermarket are this one. This is the orange variation. The orange eyes, eyebrows, mustache, and beard. He also has orange hair. His goggles are painted in that infamous gold paint that rubs off very easily. He is wearing it looks like a yellow sweater underneath his brown jacket, which has it's fur. He has a fur cap on, sculpted on ear flaps. That's pretty cool. He does have black gloves, pouches on his sleeves, and he has a shoulder holster which is slung around the front with a non-removable gun, zipper that goes down the front, and there's also a sculpted pocket. He has Tiger Force pants, the tiger stripe camo. He has very tall boots. He has a belt that wraps around, completely around. He has a pouch on this side. That's pretty much it with him. He's a cool character. I do like the paint scheme on him. He also came with a rifle, an M16 rifle. This is pretty reminiscent in the real world. Looks like he has a Starlight scope on there, which is a nice added feature. I apologize, I do not have Tiger Force, the Tiger Force file card, but I do have Frostbite's file card from the Snowcat. So you see it was attached to the box, so the back is plain. If it did come carded, you would see the card art on this side. All right, so I'll go ahead and read this. It is pretty close to the same. It just doesn't mention anything about Tiger Force on it. It says, upper left-hand corner, Snowcat driver, codename Frostbite, file name Seward Farley S, which Seward is part of the historical Seward's Folly. His serial number is 215-589136. Later on, not on this file card, but other G.I. Joes, they start adding a letter on there as to not accidentally copy a real military serial number. His primary military specialty is motor vehicle driver. Secondary military specialty is armorer. His birthplace was Galena, Alaska. His grade is E4. Middle paragraph reads, Frostbite was born in a place where summer is a myth, and a crowd consists of two people standing on the same acre. He worked briefly as a lineman on the pipeline, but found the job unchallenging despite the 40-degree below zero temperatures and hazardous conditions. The Army promised to give him a challenge wherever he wanted one, or whenever he wanted one. I apologize for that. Frostbite graduated from transportation school at Fort Eustis and Armored School at Fort Knox. He's a qualified expert in the M16, M1911A1 auto pistol, which both those weapons are on him. He's a qualified expert in the M2 50 caliber, or else the Ma-Deuce, and the M60 7.62 millimeter machine gun. In the bottom paragraph, it reads in quotes, "Frostbite has to be cool. The environment he works in is too unforgiving. If his snowcat throws a piston, he's got to step out in the weather that'll freeze a hex wrench to bare skin in 5 seconds and carry through a repair job that would be taxing under ideal conditions. He can't afford to panic, not if he wants to stay alive." I have to agree with that. You do not want to mess around in the cold or the extreme heat for that matter. All right, so let's go ahead and rate Frostbite on a scale from 1 to 10 as far as his sculpt goes. I'll give him 10 out of 10. He's reminiscent of Frostbite version 1, which I really like. I like the Arctic Troops a lot. His paint, I'll definitely give him a 10 out of 10. His articulation, which I didn't go over, but we all know the articulation of these figures. I'll give him 10 out of 10. And his playability, I'll give him 10 out of 10. Okay, the Tiger Cat, I will give this a 10 out of 10 on paint scheme. On sculpt, another 10 out of 10. Play features, fantastic play features. I'll give that 10 out of 10. You know, Hasbro really went out of their way with that. This is one thing I didn't point out, and I apologize for that. They frosted the window here, which is pretty cool, and they made a part that works. This was a fun play feature. Didn't get very many windshield wipers, so it looks like it's clearing the snow away. So, you know, I'll give that a 10 out of 10 as well for play features. And accessories, 10 out of 10 for a total of 40 points. Now, Tiger Force is my favorite sub-team. I really enjoyed it. I think Hasbro knocked this one out of the park with creativity. I don't have all of the Tiger Force yet, but I do have Flint. Roadblock. Bazooka. Dusty. And they didn't put the camouflage paint on his face that time. And I already did a review on him. I'll do another review on Tiger Force Duke later on. I didn't like that last review. I didn't do him much justice. And the leader of the group, the Tiger Force Duke. There's also Recondo and Tripwire and one other that they called Sky Striker, but he's kind of lame. But Tiger Force nonetheless. He came with the Tiger Rat. Right, so Tiger Force, they are awesome. It's a great sub-team, very popular amongst collectors. If you're looking for a complete Tiger Cat on the aftermarket, it does fetch a premium because it is such a popular sub-team. I've seen it go from anywhere complete, mind you, from $50 on up to $150. These are the asking prices. Not that they're getting them, but these are the asking prices. Incomplete, you know, missing parts, or just the bare bones with absolutely no accessories on the Tiger Cat, you're looking around $8 or $9. For Frostbite single, he's around, I've seen him from $7.99 on up without his accessories. With his accessories, with the gun and file card, you're looking at around $9 or $10 on up from there. I haven't seen the variant, so I can't give you a quotation on the price, but I'm pretty sure it will be a few dollars more because of the rarity of the variant. So anyway, guys, this has been my review. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want updates on my upcoming Upcoming, but my reviews, go ahead and hit that bell down in the corner. It'll chime in, let you know that I have a review up. Try to get them up every Tuesday. Also, pardon me, don't forget to about the charity drive. Go ahead and check out my video on this channel. Also, HCC 788 and Half the Battle Timmer are holding a charity drive as well. Head over to Timmer's channel, Half the Battle, on YouTube. He has information on that as well. Great prizes are being given out for charity submissions, so a little incentive on that. So anyway, this has been Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. You guys have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.